Debt, a cautionary tale of what can happen when you don't manage your debtors. Meet Bob and Russell. They're mates. Bob owns a building company. They build houses. Russell owns Rubble Rescue. They provide excavation services and trucks. Building Co. used Rubble Rescue on their construction sites. But Bob and Russell didn't have a contract as they've been doing it for such a long time. Building Co. sometimes fell a few days behind in its payments to Rubble Rescue, and sometimes Russell would have to call Bob to remind him payments were overdue. But Russell didn't worry about it too much. After all, they were mates. Building Co. started more and more projects, including subdivisions and high-rise developments. Rubble Rescue was busier than ever with the new sites, but Building Co. was getting worse with their payments, sometimes taking weeks to scrape the cash together to pay Rubble Rescue in bits and pieces. Russell was worried and went to talk to Bob. Bob's desk was covered in paperwork and overdue notices. Bob had always been sloppy with paperwork, so when Bob said to trust him, Russell did. After all, they were mates. The months wore on, and it took Rubble Rescue longer and longer to get paid, until one day Russell went to pay his employees and found he had no money. Bob's business owed him thousands of dollars. Russell tried to call Bob, but there was no answer. Russell emailed, but still no reply. Finally, Russell went down to Building Co. Instead of finding Bob, he found other suppliers that were owed money too, and they were angry. Apparently one of them had gone to court to get paid. It turned out that the court hearing was actually an application to wind up Building Co. One of the Building Co.'s creditors had had enough, but before the court could make any orders, Bob had appointed an administrator to take over control of the business. Bob was out and the administrator was in. Rubble Rescue was owed thousands of dollars and had no way to recover it. Russell should have recognized the signs of a bad debtor and acted quicker to protect his business. Rubble Rescue was left vulnerable and potentially insolvent itself. Bob and Russell should have been more responsible by having contracts to protect their assets and their friendship. After all, they were mates. If you work in an industry with your mates, we can help create a contract and assist you with your debt management to protect your business and your mates.